Good morning, YouTube! So today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me before I head out to the hair show in San Antonio. I'm going to be starting out with a clean face, and I'm going to also pull my hair up out of the way. Now I'm going to be priming my lips with this amazing lip scrub by Frank Body. Next, I'm going to be priming my face with this Embryolisse Hydra Matte Primer. Normally I like to do a dewy finish, but I thought I'd try something different today. Now going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 104, and I'm going to be buffing this into my skin with my Morphe M439 brush. Now I'm going in with my Beauty Blender to make sure there is no excess product and to make sure I have a seamless finish. Now I'm going in with my concealer in the shade Fudge, and I'm going to be spraying my Beauty Blender with MAC Fix Plus so it's easier to buff this into the skin. And I'm going to be applying this in areas where you would normally want contouring. Now going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Classic Ivory, and I'm going to be using this to prime my eyelids as opposed to a typical primer, just because this hides any veins or any redness you might have on your eyelids. Now taking the Morphe 350 palette, I'm going to be picking up this lighter shade and I'm going to buff it on my entire lid just to make sure I have a nice even base to start on. Now I'm going to pick up this slightly darker color and I'm going to start to build depth on the outer corner of my eye. Now picking up this darker shade, I'm going to focus mainly on the outer corner of my eye, and as I start to run out of product, I'm going to run it into my crease just to make sure it's blended really well. Taking this rust color, I'm going to do the exact same thing, work it into my corner and then slightly blend into my crease. I really want to make sure I have no harsh lines, so taking this clean E23 brush, I'm going to just buff back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Now taking this angled fluff brush, I'm going to pick up the darkest shade that I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to work it mainly on the outer part of my lash line, and as I start to run out of product, I'm going to slightly work it into my crease and make sure I blend that really, really well. Also make sure that when you're doing this that you're tapping your brush for any excess product so you don't have any fallout. Now going in with this flat brush, I'm going to pick up this lighter shade and I'm going to apply it to the inner corner of my eye, slowly working it into the dark so they come together as one. Now going in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC25, I'm going to apply this to my under eye and also in areas where I would like to highlight. One of the things I really like about this technique is even if you've made a really big mess with your eyeshadow, I can go in with this brush and my concealer and really try to make that harsh line that you normally would try to achieve with, say, maybe tape, this gets a really, really close, seamless line. Now I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender and buff it all in. Now going in with my RCMA translucent powder, I am going to also be making that harsh line. Now I'm going to be using this felt tip liner, and if you look really closely, I leave the powder on so that I can follow this guideline with my eyeliner. Now taking my Morphe G2 brush, I'm going to buff all that out and set it with my MAC Fix Plus. Now going in with my Temptu Airbrush machine and the shade 006, I'm going to be using that shade as my contour and shade 004 as my all-over foundation. I don't normally do airbrush on a daily basis, but I thought the hair show was the perfect occasion. Now going in with my Hoola bronzer and my M523 brush, I am going to be tapping this lightly into the skin as opposed to rubbing it into the skin so that it all goes on evenly. Now going back in with my airbrush machine, I'm going to be using the shade 053, and this is going to be my highlighter. Now going in with this flat brush, I'm going to pick up this darker shade, and I'm going to work that right under my lash line. Now going in with my MAC Fix Plus, I'm going to spray my face so that everything comes together. I'm also going to be applying my mascara, and I'm also going to be filling in my eyebrows. Now applying my Butter Gloss by NYX in the shade Tiramisu. Here's my completed look. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you!
Indiana Jones bracelet. I'm gonna, if you post that, I will go and sue you.
Shove it!